All right, hello, good morning. I am running a little late for this live because I kind of overslept. Okay, and now it's time to not be sleep anymore, but to wake up. What a day, though! What a day! That storm yesterday was a doozy, apparently, because it left 1.1 million people without power. Isn't that something? So, I wanted to come and talk about um, the Lionsgate portal today, which today is supposed to be at its peak on 8/8 because, of the double eight, August the 8th. And, but I believe that Lionsgate is not over until the 12th of August. And basically, what is it? What is it is what we're going to talk about. What's the significance, um, and all of that stuff. Okay. And I got to get coffee. And I'm not going to just get right into it because I want to talk about something real quick. I pro so I wanted to talk about the discussion real quick that I was having last night. And somebody had left a comment, and I was a little taken back from that comment because I have never done any kind of spiritual work um, to help anybody with addiction. And so I wasn't sure um, whether or not the person was just saying that, and, apparently they had felt some type of way. And see, I want to talk about this real quick. Maybe I shouldn't do it from this live. Maybe I shouldn't do it from this live. Morning. Maybe I shouldn't talk about this from this live. Yeah, yeah. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, maybe I will. So, the person that left the comment was stating that drug addiction is an affliction of the mind that is passed down. And I got to disagree with that. Um, but then again, agree at the same time because it is a choice that you're making. If I were providing any kind of spiritual counseling for someone that had a bad addiction to a bad drug, I would be a hard ass about it. Okay. I would be. And yeah, it is an affliction because, like I said, I have been personally touched by addiction because of people very close to me using drugs. And it sucks. It does. It sucks, especially when you have someone who has done drugs and their mind has turned very negative. So, for example, um, I feel as though if you don't get off of drugs ASAP, like I feel like if you go into your 30s, 40s, and 50s and you're still using drugs, I feel that it can change, maybe even block the pineal gland or either make you more susceptible to demons. And I feel that this can be very harmful when it comes to parents. Your parents, if your parents were on drugs, or if you are a parent. And I want people to understand and be very clear on this. I want people to be very clear on this, that when a parent does drugs and substances, I'm not talking about marijuana. I'm not. That's not even included. But when a parent does substances, there are demons attached to that are attacking your children. And it's not a demon that makes them want to do drugs. No, it just messes with their lives. It does. It messes with their lives. It's almost like this abandoning. These demons are working towards you abandoning your children. So it's the best thing for you to do to get off of them. Get off of drugs. Stay away from people who encourage you to use drugs. Because I can honestly say that I have had struggles in my life and I don't do drugs because of drug addicts. And it's unfair. Okay. So now, if you, the lady that left the comment, I am so sorry if I insulted you or if I triggered you or I made you feel bad in some kind of way, because that was not the point of what I was trying to do at all. And you know, I apologize if I upset you, because it was so weird, because probably like 30 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes after you had left your comment, I was like literally sound asleep, and I was woke up out of my sleep to that comment. And you know what? It was the weirdest, most oddest dream that was even downright scary. So I am telling you that I know for a fact that there are certain entities that are attached on some level. Okay. And I'm not saying that you're on drugs or were on drugs last night. I am saying that, like, literally, I had the dream. I woke up. I can't even remember the dream now. I woke up. I made a comment because I got the notification. The notification didn't wake me up. It was something else that woke me up. But I did go right back to sleep though. Okay, so I don't think that you were trying to do anything to harm me. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to go back to sleep. When I'm being spiritually attacked or under spiritual attack, I can't sleep. Okay, I can't do it. Like, I have to do something. I have to do something to defend myself, and then I'm able to go to sleep. But um, it's like I said, it's something that is attached, and I don't believe that it's pharmakia. I believe that it's something else. So just understand where other people are coming from. And people that are either children of addicts or either ex addicts, they matter too. They matter. And I was comparing it, whereas, I feel that Black people's experiences are very different. If you are the child of somebody that had an addiction, if you're Black, you're treated like crap. So I can promise you that the experience is different for us. You're stigmatized, and it's bad. And we can talk more about this later. But right now, I want to talk about Lionsgate. Okay. So apparently there's a star named Sirius that lines up with the Earth, and this is supposed to be a very powerful time. Um, so am I doing any group rituals? I'm not doing any group rituals. Okay. Um, but I am gonna probably be rolling out my fall equinox uh group. Okay. And these particular, rituals for the Sabbats, you guys definitely want to do that no matter who has a problem with me. Here's my whole thing and my struggle with YouTube. People with personal vendettas against Jamila. This is something that I would have never imagined and I was not prepared for. I was not prepared for the amount of people that have personal vendettas against Jamila on YouTube. I didn't see it. I didn't, and I still don't see it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, one EQ. I still don't see it because I don't understand it. But that's on those people. If you want to continuously try to interfere with people's spiritual journey, that's on you. That's all I got to say. Okay. Um, so as far as with the Lionsgate portal, um, what I am doing is I'm running a little special on spell work that I'm not going to necessarily divulge to the public. So if you guys contact me for a consultation today, then you'll be offered a discount. Okay, it's pretty much what I'm doing. But I can tell you that as far as like today, like those of you that feel stuck, today is a good day for that. Okay. Today is an amazing day for moving forward and moving past things. It's almost like a shadow of the new moon because we do have a new moon coming up. Am I right? One EQ. I don't know if you can double check that for me real quick. Or do we have a full moon coming up? Because I could be wrong. It pretty much, I know that we have it. It's coming up on the 15th. For some reason, I can't remember if it's a new moon or if it's a full moon. That's so weird. But I believe it may be a new moon. Yeah, it's a new moon coming up on the 15th. Okay. So for like a fast track forward, if you want to move past something, the energies are really, really, really good for that because you know what? Everybody has the right to move past the bad things that have happened or either people that have done bad to them and affected them negatively in their life. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you. Yeah, everybody has the right to do that. Nobody has the right to just keep somebody stuck or keep somebody in some kind of prison. you know, everybody has the right to do that. So today is a very powerful day with that, as far as with spiritual battle. Um, and I think that if someone, because yeah, there, what in the, oh, okay, honey. And wow. Um, where is the I need that spray. Oh, there it is. Oh, God. Okay, sorry, guys. I got kind of thrown off. Nobody has the right to try to hold somebody back. You have people out there that are trying to hold people back. Um, Try to stop their progress. And so the number 8 is the most powerful number. To me, it's one of the most powerful numbers, is the number 8. Okay. Um, yeah, nobody has the right to try to hold you back, aka do harm to you. I don't even know why anybody would even want to do that. It's so weird, but there's people out there doing that. Okay. So if you wanted to, like, for example, uncrossings, curse reversals, bindings on enemies would be the most powerful today if you are looking at like the darker workings. Ow, that water is hot as hell. Hold on, y'all. If you're looking to deal with shadow work, like unblockings or uncrossings or reversals and things of that nature, or if you need to bind an enemy from doing harm to you, okay, or if you need to reverse a curse that somebody may have put on you. So it's a full moon. Interesting. I must not have had my coffee today. Um, if you want to break out of somebody's clutches, because we've got people out there, especially for those of you that are spiritually gifted, those of you out there that you've been hijacked by a person. It doesn't have to be an alien or a demon. It can just be a person that has pretty much hijacked you, maybe feeding off of you, maybe somehow stealing your identity. Lying on somebody about their character is the same thing as hijacking them and identity theft. Okay. If somebody lies on you, okay, about your character and lies about the content of your character, it's the same thing as stealing, because you're stealing that person's life by lying on them. Okay. So today is extremely powerful for that, for breaking out of, because why do people do stuff like that? People do stuff like that for many different reasons. Some people do that because they want to hold you back. They want to hold you back in life because maybe they don't want to let you go, or maybe they want what you got. So today is extremely powerful for spiritual people. Okay. Especially spiritually gifted people. I would really highly suggest um meditation, but if you have someone that is trying to or attempting to energy harvest off of you, meditation is going to be difficult, if not impossible, because you've got somebody trying to get into your spirit. Today is a good day of banishing those people. Today is also a good day for any spiritual working. So, as far as with dark workings, as far as with uncrossing yourself, that today's very powerful in that. Now, as far as like crown of success and money manifestation, one EQ, you're funny. Hold on, I'm gonna check real quick. It's actually a new moon on the 15th, actually, in a week. Yeah. So, definitely as far as like with new beginnings, healings are going to be very powerful today. Doing healing work is going to be very powerful today. Because a lot of us need it. A lot of you guys need healing work. The 7 chakra bottles that I am offering are excellent for healing. Excellent. I made one for myself the other day, and guess what I did? This is the one that I'm y'all's over here cleaning walls and doorways and stuff. And I'm gonna be downstairs. I'm gonna be downstairs cleaning doorways some more. I cleaned walls, door. I mean, I was just cleaning yesterday. And to me, it's actually very special to me when I get cleaning done because I have been carrying a lot of other people's baggage. That's the 7 chakra bottle, just by the way, to show you guys that real quick. And I keep it by my bed. And it's excellent when I'm meditating. It's got the 7 things on it to, for you to touch on top of the bottle. But, and it has a little petition at the bottom. Okay, you see, I have my name, JB. So healing is actually going to be great today. It's been a rough 2023 with, people being abusive, people doing all sorts of things to do harm to you. So healing is going to be amazing today. Also your money work, fertility work is actually going to be very powerful today. Okay. Or leading up to the new moon, actually. Okay. Fertility work. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I have a cat with allergies. Isn't it weird? Take her downstairs. Yeah. Yeah. Give her some of her allergy medicine in her bowl. Wait, what are those little packets of lickums? You just stick it in their food. Mm-hmm. Mm. So, yeah, today is going to be extremely powerful for that work, for that working, and for the next week. Especially if now here's something that Spirit is telling me is that there are a lot of people that tend to not be able to focus and they are easily distracted, very easily distracted. And here's what Spirit wants you to know. I want you to look at yourself 10 years from now. And if you continue to be distracted, you're not going to accomplish anything that you want to freaking accomplish. You're not going to accomplish anything. You're going to look up and you're going to realize that you threw away the past decade of your life. And so it's time to wake up and quit being so distracted. Okay. Hey, Shamika. Okay. Quit being distracted by bull crap, especially when it comes to spiritual stuff. People have been bragging about being able to distract my audience. I don't know why specifically. You got people that literally they like to distract my audience specifically. Yeah. They people have been sort of bragging, "Oh, I can distract her audience. I can distract her collective." You don't belong to me. I don't own you. So you are it's your choice. You make the choices in life that you make in life. But I can tell you that some of these folks that are distracting you are comparable to brain eating a Moby. Okay. I believe that it's comparable. The brain eating, brain swelling. I don't see how y'all do it. Some of the stuff that y'all watch on here, I don't see how you do it. I don't see how you do it. I really don't. So, and um yeah. So it just, me and YouTube have like a love-hate relationship. It's very bittersweet because of people trying to be disruptive to business. And those people that were distracted have always felt guilty because of it. Because when you finally wake up and smell the coffee, you like, oh my God. It's like an epiphany that you have. And you're like, oh my God. hmm And then you start to realize I've got to start showing myself self-love, my spiritual self. That's the only way. A lot of the stuff that you have going on, it has been set up like that. Well, I don't want to say it's been set up like that, but it is what it is. A lot of the mundane and the spiritual issues that you are having are not going to be resolved the way that you think they're going to be resolved. Okay? And I'm never distracted, ever. And I got some crazy stuff going on right now. Okay? I got some crazy stuff. I got people on here currently attacking me with accounts impersonating me that I am now trying to flag down. It's disgusting. I've got some disgusting people on here, absolutely disgusting demonic demons that I'm going to cast out into the lake of fire. Okay. I hate to sound like one of them southern preachers or whatever, but they do. They need to be casted out. They're disgusting. In these days, people don't make people take responsibility. People do not make people take responsibility for the crap that they do. Okay. They don't. Clearly and obviously. And I don't treat adults like children. I treat adults like adults. When you're wrong, you're wrong. Okay. Because a lot of these things that people got going on. Oh, other rituals that are going to be very powerful during this time is soul swapping. So be on the lookout. You may be getting swapped. You may not know your power and your potential, and there may be somebody out there trying to take your energy, your essence. They are out there. They don't want you to know. Of course, they're not going to tell you that. They're not going to tell you that. They're not going to tell you the truth. They're going to lie to you. So some of y'all might be getting soul swapped right now as we speak. Mm-hmm. Exactly. So that is a thing. Soul swapping is not just some random spirit. People are doing that to other people on purpose. People are like, and they can't take your entire soul unless you let them. But they can't even really, there's really no benefit in it at all. I think honestly, I think that people started to try to attempt to do that ritual when they saw the movie The Skeleton Key. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Yeah. They don't know what's real and what's not. But what it can do is that, because you can do anything with witchcraft. What it can do is it can fragment you and spread your energy out. Spread it. It'll fragment you basically, and it'll disempower. It will make your chakras ungrounded. It will create problems in your life. It will. especially if they get a hold of the root chakra and the crown chakra. Those are the main ones that they go for, depending on what they're trying to do. People, I mean, I've seen people pick at each and every chakra. And I'm not saying this about every coven, but there are covens out there to where all of them want to feed off of one specific thing. I want the heart chakra. I want the throat. I want the crown. I want the solar plexus. Okay. Typically, the high priestess gets the solar plexus because the solar plexus and the sacral is money. Okay. So that right there, what I just said, you and make sure that you understand what to do to protect yourself, because they are doing a lot of soul harvesting out there today specifically. And they've been waiting for August the 8th. They've been waiting for August the 8th to come up. If you go back in history and look at August the 8th of 2008 and 2018, you probably going to see some wild stuff happening. And a lot of y'all that have not yet discovered your spiritual power, it goes unnoticed until you start having health problems. That's when you sort of realize, okay, something's wrong here. A lot of y'all that are in y'all 30s, 40s, and even 50s shouldn't be having health problems. Straight up and down. What do you why would a why do y'all think that that's normal to be in your 40s and 50s and even sometimes 60s with health problems? I'm not going to talk about that though, because they say that I'm crazy and that what I say is not correct. Oh my God. Hold on a second, y'all. I'll be right back. So I'm back, guys. So why do I expose stuff like this? Because number one, it's stupid. It's a stain on the spiritual community that people are trying to do this. And number two, those of you that are gifted, I want you guys to be able to use your spiritual gifts for either yourself, or if you have a world mission, I'd like for you to use and apply those gifts to help the world and other people. Okay. Yeah. I get irritated when I see people on here that I know. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I've peeped a lot of people's schmitty, even on this website, and I know that that's what they're doing. And there are some of you that will blindly and ignorantly give up your power to these people. And it just, I wouldn't do it if I were you. You do what you want to do. I feel like they should, instead of being a wolf in sheep's clothing, they should at least be honest with you. But they're not going to be honest, because if they told you what they were up to, you wouldn't talk to them. You wouldn't near about talk to them. And then not only that, they want to make you regret, or they want to make you feel stupid because you trusted them. But you know what? You know what? Hey, everybody makes mistakes. Does a mistake have to cost you the rest of your life? No, it doesn't. And they want to convince you, oh, well, it's over. Oh, I've did. And, these people are very demonic. There's some very demonic people on this website, and they don't scare me. Trust me. In fact, I scare them. Okay, I scare the shit out of them, and because I'm tired of it. Okay, yeah, yeah. That's why they look at us as the synagogue of Satan. They look at us as like devil's children, because we're like the omen to them. You know what I'm saying? Even when you look at that movie, The Omen, it's all symbolic of the spiritually advanced child that they're trying to kill. Even though they threw a bunch of stuff in there. That's why you can't really go by movies. But yeah, so today is a high, high, high energy harvest day. And they have covens. I believe that and they need to be binded. They need to be binded. So today is National Bind an Enemy Day. Any of your enemies, you better bind their asses today. Bind them from doing harm. You can't bind, I mean, I guess you can bind somebody from using their own power for themselves, which is pretty freaking sick and twisted. That's so evil. But those are people that hate to see you win. Those are those are people to where it would physically and mentally and psychologically damage them to see you get what you want in life. That and God don't care about that. Oh, please, God, I don't want this person to have this just because it'll hurt me. God stopped listening at that point to them. Yeah, God stopped listening. Now, nobody wants to see somebody that destroyed their lives get ahead. It like people that stepped on them or took something from them. But a lot of y'all ain't did nothing to folk. I already know. You don't have to do anything to them. They're spiritual criminals. They're lawless. You don't have to do nothing to people for them to attack you. Okay. And they will try and they will derail you. So today is really a good day for defensive magic, but also if you got somebody trying to soul and energy swap with you, today is a good day to do a soul swapping ritual. Um, the way that we've been thinking to do it has been wrong though, because a lot of us that have been through that, we are all like pretty much a collective, but previously we were kind of doing it wrong. There's a specific ritual that you need for that. And I am not at liberty to discuss it, because when you start discussing it, then they start thinking of other ways of doing it. And trust me, they've went all around the world and thought of a lot of different ways of doing it. And there's only one way that works. Mhm. Mhm. So, so yeah, so ritual is what we're focused on today. I've got work that I have to do for a few clients today, but I am accepting new clients. And, I mean, it seemed like a lot of us, a majority of us, when we're looking for spiritual guidance, we always fall into the wrong hands, don't we? We always seem to fall into the wrong hands. And whenever you do that, they want to make it seem like it's permanent. It's permanent. You can't do anything about it. Yeah, you can. And then if you need to banish people up out of your life, but see, you can't talk about that publicly because what those people will do, at least in my experience, especially some of these folk on YouTube that stalk me, what they do is they purposely make it known, hey, I'm still stalking this person. So I'm still badass because I'm still stalking this person. Even though I don't understand what the fuck there is to gain by stalking somebody. How does that make you look good? And clearly that's some glamour or something that they using on people. Ooh, yeah, you stalking somebody. Yeah. Huh? Stalking somebody makes you look good? I'm sorry. And that's some people that do stuff like that remind me of The Hills Have Eyes. The strangers that pray at night, stuff like that. Like, wow. Wow. People that live in garbage cans and crawl up out of the freaking sewer. That's how I look at those people. So, and my opinion is never going to change. I'm never going to be impressed. I'm never going to be impressed with gang stalkers. Never. I'm never going to be impressed with them. I'm not. Sorry. Okay? Not sorry. I am going to, however, make that drink that Cardi B made. I want to make it. I saved it in my favorites. I think it's 2 limes, some water, and some sweet condensed milk. I want to make that today. Does it seem like that'd be something good to drink? So, I'll be over here. It's really good for you to eat foods that are good for the solar plexus. Um, so I would highly suggest that working on your solar plexus because that's what everybody is after. I don't know what exactly causes a person to want to feed off of other people's solar plexus. Maybe I don't know. I know if your solar plexus ends up getting fed off of way too much, you probably end up getting pancreatic cancer. And then see, that's when they start flagging. So I'm gonna stop the discussion right there. Y'all need to be careful with these people that are energy harvesting. And y'all need to quit thinking it's cute. It's nothing cute about it. Because if a person is energy harvesting off of somebody else, what you think they doing to you? You can't trust a thief. That's a thief. Can't nobody trust no thief. Not a spiritual thief. Now, if somebody, if you got somebody that got problems and, they may have to, steal a couple of steaks from the grocery store. I don't deal with people like that. I don't have people like that around me. But that's understandable because those people may be hungry. But if you got somebody over there doing them dirty rituals, trying to energy harvest off of somebody, can't nobody trust that person. And you can tell when they're trying to feed off of you because what are they going to do? They're going to talk about you. What are you talking about the person for? What are you talking about them for? Are we not supposed to be suspenseful because of this? They wouldn't be talking about you if they didn't want something from you. And they're batshit crazy because it's unnecessary. Nobody has to do that. And they want to infuriate you. That's the part of it. That's what they do. They do it to piss you. They don't do it to piss you off. They do it because they have a goal in mind. But they do it, the reason why they talk about you is because they want to infuriate you so they can pull on you. That person is pulling on you. That's why they're displaying your photographs. And y'all will blindly follow people like that. I've seen y'all do it. Just like drinking the Kool-Aid. Y'all will drink the Kool-Aid. Then you always find out. You find out the mistake that you make. And, good people like myself who are honest, who run an honest business, good people like myself should be honored and respected. No, instead, we're called stupid and slow. Well, excuse me, when you take the spiritual path, why would you need to do those things? For what purpose? If you're actually spiritually gifted, what would be the purpose in that? And I'm going to be honest with you. From my perspective, when I tell you guys that they can't soul harvest, it's because I have so much protection against that and things to counteract that, but a lot of y'all don't. A lot of y'all don't. Okay, and you can always tell when they're soul harvesting. You can always tell. It's a certain feeling that you get. It is. It's a certain feeling that you can tell when they're doing that ritual. So, and I would stonewall them. I would, definitely. I think that, and eventually the crystal witch bottles are going to go up in price because the crystals are very expensive. They're not cheap at all. So, what y'all looking at is the introductory price, but I think that there's other things that you have to do first, like uncross yourself, because before they feed off of you, they have to try to curse you. So they're going to curse you first. That's a part of the feeding process. That's why they want to do it over and over and over again. That's why a lot of you extremely spiritually gifted people are being cursed and crossed. They're sending stuff to you. That's why. And you couldn't pay me enough to steal my spiritual gifts. I don't even care if, because sometimes they'll pay people. My gifts are priceless. No, thank you. I'd rather keep them to myself. That's just me. Okay. Anyway, I gotta go because I gotta do some work for my shadow coven. They don't think I have a coven. They want to stop me from having a coven. Why? I don't know. I can deal with you by myself. I can deal with them by myself. But it's just the point. They don't want me to have a coven for some reason, which is absolutely ridiculous. They're like little babies throwing a temper tantrum is what they remind me of. And I don't respect them. I don't see how anybody can respect them. I know I don't and never will. And when they stop doing what they doing, I still won't respect them because they are nothing to me. So you have to protect yourself from stuff like that. And some of y'all need to take y'all energy back. because they've been pulling on you for so long that it's in flight. Sometimes it can take them a few years to do it, but it still causes issues for you. It causes your progression to be slower. And they have many, many, many different reasons for doing it. Mainly it's jealousy, but it's also patheticness, regret. That there are people that don't think the way normal people think, and they're very down on themselves. And you know what? When you make those kind of moves, I'm not going to make you feel better about yourself. People that are stealing from people, people that are doing dirty stuff to people, I'm not going to make you, it's not my job to make you feel better about yourself, because you can't make those people feel better about themselves. It's like feeding a black hole. You're just gonna constantly put more energy into it, and it's a black hole because there's something. It's a void in those people, and I don't understand it. Okay, all right, y'all. I gotta go. I hate to end it on that note, but I'm just telling y'all that they are out there, and they look very foolish to me. They do, because God already has a plan for those people that they obviously don't know about. I'm gonna tell y'all how desperate they are. Some of my people that I've counseled spiritually have came out here and done readings, and they'll say that person's doing readings, they stole that from me. What? So it's kind of difficult to discern who from who, right? Readings are pretty much universal. Being able to read, especially being able to read the cards. Oh no, that's my gift. That person stole that from me. Well, you realize that you were not the only one born with that gift. I don't get it. That's why I don't get along with a lot of people in the spirit. And I don't, you know, yeah. So they don't like me at all. And I don't, it doesn't bother me when people don't like me. It doesn't bother me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sensitive to that, to people saying, oh, well, I don't like you and I'm going to talk about you. Okay, good. You know, they talked about Jesus Christ too. Thank you. Okay, so y'all be careful out there, because today is a high day for that. They're pissed off at me for telling y'all, hey, I am at liberty to discuss this stuff. This is what my spirits want me to discuss with y'all, especially when they come in from my collective. You know, the people that watch me, and they are obviously coming for the people that watch me. Why? Because they're always talking about me. Isn't they're always talking about me, focused on me. They can't go a month or 2 months or a year. They have been doing this ever since I started my company, Divine Services. They have it. I mean, it has, and the first thing that they do is try to sully my reputation so that they can get the attention of my viewers. And the only reason why they want your attention is so they can feed off of you. That's the only reason why they want your attention. Is so they can feed off of my people, because they know that the people that follow me are extremely giving. But that's okay though, because I put a general protection over my channels now. Because I don't want them over here. They're like snarling, hungry, thirsty demons. They real thirsty and dry and thirsty. I can't stand them. Got fake views and everything. All of it is fake so that they can convince people, so they can convince a few real people to watch them so that they can feed off of you. And I would have never imagined that that happened. I would have never imagined. But I do what I, it don't freak me out. I do what I do about it, and I live my life. I don't worry about it. I do what I do about it, and I live my life, and I'm happy. Okay. Okay, guys, I gotta go. If you guys want to know what the discounts are for whatever it is that you need work for, you guys can contact me. Schedule an authentic reading or consultation with a witch that's not trying to steal your power and energy. Because I'd say probably about 80 to 90% of y'all that contact me have witchery, y'all or witches, natural witches with power. I would say 80 to 90% of y'all. Okay. And a lot of y'all just don't know your power. All right, y'all. I gotta go. Y'all have a good one. Blessings. Bye.